Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now from Old Pros is Linda Lawson and Carol Glenn. So nice to see you ladies, and so nice to meet you, Linda.
Thank you. Good
yeah, I
to
appreciate
meet
you guys being here. Thank you. So tell us, what year and locale, you have a big production coming up next week, so special event. What year and locale are you representing?
Oh, it's the early 1900s in Dublin. Story written by James Joyce. He wrote a series of them, and they were published in a format called The Dubliners. The one that we're doing is The Boarding House. And Linda gets to be the maid.
Ah, I love it. I love the costume.
Thank
and just
you.
adorable.
Thank you.
And you have your little feather duster as well. I mean, very authentic. So tell me, since it's set in Dublin, Ireland, now do you have to have like Irish accents?
We're working on it. There's 4 people in the play, and the main character, Mrs. Mooney, has an excellent Irish accent.
Oh.
And Carol's very good, and the rest of us are working on it still.
Now, does someone come in and help train you, like on the proper way, or is it just stuff you've picked up over the years with your career?
Our wonderful Lee McMorris, who is playing the mother in the boarding house, has been a tremendous help. She has done dialects before and actually taught a dialect class. And so she's our mainstay on that.
Oh, that's awesome. And so what other things, or have there been other things that have been the challenges for this production?
Well, we've been practicing at Clubhouse 3 at the PAC on the stage. But we're going to be showing the production in Clubhouse 7. So we actually haven't had a chance to even rehearse in Clubhouse 7. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge, moving from one big stage to a very small stage.
Okay, that's what I was just going to ask, if it was different in size.
Right,
okay.
without practicing over there.
Yeah, that can throw you off completely.
Oh, yes.
And sometimes make your mind just like go blank, like, oh my gosh, what was that next line I was just supposed to say, or where am I supposed to be standing? Yeah.
Well, our director, Michael Pontecarvo, has been darling. He's made sure that he had everything blocked out and set for us on the stage, so that at least we have the feeling of the spatial environment.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, to keep it in, that can make all the difference in the world.
Right.
I know when I did like a parent team with my kids cheerleading, and you have panels, and one time it was a different size, and it made everything extremely difficult. So what has been for you guys the most enjoyable thing about this production? What drew you to this production?
Well, this is my first play, actually.
Okay.
I've done a lot of musicals in Hollywood, but I've never done a play, so I'm learning a lot about that. And as Carol said, Lee McMorris is a magnificent teacher. She's been guiding me a lot, and yesterday she helped me for about 45 minutes with understanding who my character is on a deeper level.
Okay.
So I can act accordingly.
Yeah.
So that was very helpful.
Oh, that's so wonderful. I'm learning new things all the time too, right? It really, and just becoming better at your craft.
It's very exciting.
And so tell us all the details about this event. It's called The Boarding House.
Yes, it will be at Clubhouse 7 on Wednesday, the 27th. It will go up at 7 p.m. The doors open at 6:30, and as we say, come for the wine and stay for the show. And being Irish, you know, I wish we had some beer, but we have the wine.
Some green beer, right?
Well, we'll consider that.
So what is the synopsis of this story? What can you do? I know you probably don't want to give too much away, but...
Okay, well, it's a story that James Joyce wrote, and he was very well known for being an avant-garde playwright. Wrote Ulysses, Finnegan's Wake. This was one of his series of short stories in which he talks about being Irish and what you go through and what the whole circumstance. He based many of his characters on family and friends or enemies.
Okay.
And so here we are in a boarding house. Polly is new to the boarding house. She's come from the country.
I'm married.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. So Mary or Marie.
Marie, yes. Mrs. Mooney calls me Marie because she thinks it's more genteel.
Oh, okay.
And she's got the daughter, the maid, and a roomer who has been very friendly with the daughter.
And
Holly.
you are playing the daughter.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens where that goes. So come and see that on Wednesday.
I think I saw a description that said the very dangerous daughter.
I've also heard it lascivious. I think she's just a little early hippie.
An early hippie. I love that. So for you, Carol, what do you love about this role?
Oh, well, it is being silly. I'm accused too many times of being very serious because I love to do Shakespeare and I get into some heavy stuff. So this is fun and just had to keep pushing and pushing to get looser, as Michael has said he wanted it to be. It turns out to be a lot of fun as you watch it. You think it's serious, but there's a lot of social comment going on and it's fun.
But James Joyce had a very hard time getting it published.
Oh,
It took
really?
him 9 years to get it published.
Wow.
I think everybody was afraid of the content, which was very sexual.
Okay. Yeah, you're figuring or the early 1900s. Yeah, you didn't talk about this kind of stuff, I would assume.
No.
And especially in an Irish Catholic boarding house where they would be even more proper than possibly other places.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. And so, what does it take to put on a production such as this? I mean, I assume there's, you got all the backgrounds and things like that need to be done as well. There's only 4 main characters, but quite a lot of people on your list of, who's all involved in this production.
Oh, there always is, because you need support. You need people to do publicity, and we could use some fresh faces in that area especially. Because a lot of us are doing double and triple duty. Linda is the secretary for us, and you're doing a lot of the props, as well as Arlene, who is our assistant director and also on the board. So we're looking for some fresh faces, which we are finding, but we can use more.
Yeah, can always use more help, and
Yes.
the more people get involved, the more fun it is, and all
That's
that kind
true.
of stuff.
Well, look at Linda. She did this beautiful job of costuming on her own.
Wow, yeah, I love it.
Thanks.
The second I saw you walk in, I'm like, oh my gosh, just adorable.
Good, I'm glad you like it.
How long does it take, how long have you been working on this production? How long does it take to bring something like this until it's ready to be shown in a performance?
Well, when we do our monthly meetings, I figure we normally need a good solid 2 months of prep, just so that everybody is comfortable with it. Now, our February show, we had 18 people involved. And in that show, fortunately, we were able to rehearse individual pieces. With this one, we have to bring everybody together and rehearse consistently. It's hard to do it in bits and pieces, although there are chunks that can be. But you need the continuity, you need the flow.
Okay, yeah, definitely makes sense. Well, thank you so much for being here and joining us today, and I wish you both all the best on the performance. It'll be very exciting.
Come and see us, you'll have a lot of fun.
Well, just to recap, the Old Pros present The Boarding House, a story by James Joyce, on Wednesday, March 27th in Clubhouse 7. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Members are free and guests are $5. For more information, you can go online to ocoldpros.org. Don't go anywhere. We have announcements and weather coming up right after this.